This is going to be my first unboxing video, so it could be a complete disaster. We'll see. So, today, I wanted to open up NECA's Terminator 2 Judgment Day T-1000 motorcycle cop. Pretty cool figure. It's one of the first movies to use CGI characters, which at the time was pretty impressive, and some of it still stands up. One thing I am going to do with this figure too is also improve it a little bit. Some of the silver they used is really dull, so I have my trusty markers. These are silver metallic. I actually use this to do some detailing on some cool stuff. But anyways, we're going to try to make it a little bit better. So first, let's open it up. Da-da-da, I'm going to free you from your little paper cage. It's really weird when some of the older figures are opening up and you're like, oh wow, this is almost as old as I am. I'm talking about things from like the 90s. Okay. Kind of cool background. We'll put that one back. Assuming it goes back in. Okay. So let us take a look. So we've got the main figure, and then we have two head variations, several different hand variations, including the sword hand and some guns. So let's take this baby out and get to doing some painting. So first, we are going to, I'm just going to cut these little nibs off from the inside, that way I don't destroy the figure. So cut those little babies off. So, there's one holding the actual figure in. So look at those. If you're using a razor blade, it should be obvious to be careful, but you never know. Right, so let's take out the main figure. It was pretty cool. And one of the funnier things I noticed about this figure, love that it comes with this.
Girls, you know John Connor?
No.
Have you seen this boy?
Let's see what else we have. The only big problem with these is that the plastic inherently curls. It would almost be cooler if they actually had just these hands made out of metal or something so they were solid. Yeah, just the regular head, split head. Let's clean up this detritus. These are the pieces I am going to work with. This is the brand of marker I'm using. It's chrome marker. Let's put a piece of paper down. I always let the surface tension of the paint kind of do the job. So now he's got full chrome glasses. Should I do this? I'll probably mess this up, but here we go. Leave flat a little bit. I'm not even going to attempt to do the bill because that I will mess up. So now we've got some nice mirrored glasses. Now I'm going to start doing this one. So as you can see, the light actually makes it look really good, but it's still pretty dull inside. And I really want this to look liquid metal. So we're going to put a little silver paint on. Now this stuff is a little finicky in that it's very easy like mustard to spread it. The one thing that was cool about this in the movie was they used practical effects. So while there were definitely many moments where they were using early CG to do the liquid metal, they actually did practical effect for this one. And so when you watch the movie and you see Arnold blow the T-1000's head in half, that's actually a practical life-size model of Robert Patrick's head that would split in half so that they could reset it. Here along the face, I have to be careful. So as you can see, it's already looking so much better. Already looks so much better. Now, put this aside. This is completed. This I did not do, I can say. Luckily, that was already there. Now for this, the arm, because it fades, I'm going to focus mainly just the blade part. And I'll show you how I will taper it later. This kind of stuff, I wish toy makers paid attention to and did more. I realize it would raise their cost probably a few cents. Since NECA already charges basically $40 a figure, I don't know what a couple cents makes. It's a difference. But yeah, see, we're already getting that great chrome look. I'll flip it. I definitely don't do this just for action figures. For my Star Trek ships, Playmates had a tendency to not paint windows in. They made the window spaces, but they never painted them in. And it actually makes it look so much better. For this faded area, I'm going to, and then just take a small brush, brush back. There we go. I do have this great little thing.
So I'm just going to speed up the video here because this is a pretty tedious part. But while we're doing this, let's just take a quick look back at the history of Terminator toys and NECA's involvement with them. NECA, in short, stands for National Entertainment Collectibles Association. They started as Real Toys in the early 2000s, and they focused on movie-themed collectibles. I know they had stuff from like The Exorcist, Silence of the Lambs. They had some really cool figures.
Mess with the badge because that has some gold in it, but let's try futzing with the zipper a little bit.
In any case, so Real Toys, they rebranded to NECA as they expanded their scope, but kept the Real Toys branding for their action figure line. NECA acquired the Terminator 2 Judgment Day license back in 2009. Their first T2 figures debuted that same year, the T-800 and the T-1000. Because this is not the first T-1000 to hit the shelves. McFarlane Toys tackled that character years earlier in their movie Maniacs line before today. So comparing the two really shows how much toy design has evolved over the years. To quickly show you, this is one of the other ones I have, and you can see I already chromed the paint on this one, so it looks really good. But you can see that, it doesn't have a whole lot of articulation. Granted, it's kind of in a sculpture pose. Both versions definitely have their place in Terminator toy history, because all the other figures, honestly, were pretty bad.
Yeah, these ones were made by Kenner, and I think that's a different story for a different time. So this is our final product. The chrome finish on the metallic parts, I think it looks pretty cool. Well, that'll do it for this week's unboxing of the NECA T-1000 Motorcycle Cop from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And hopefully you learned some stuff. Obviously, these movies are still being refined, and I'm working on making them a little bit better. So forgive some of the editing, some of the sound, that kind of stuff. Hopefully that'll get better soon. So hang in there with me, and we'll get there. Until next time, have a good one, and Happy New Year.
Yeah, I'm going to need a bigger storage unit.